I build quality homes. I stress quality all through my business.
Did a great job, Jack.
Mac has really helped me develop my creative abilities. With the Mac, I can try multiple what-if situations that really help me improve the design capabilities. I don't find anything real mystical about the Mac. I just look at the Mac as another tool in my toolbox, like a saw or a hammer. It's a tool. I'm vice president of a chapter of the New Hampshire Home Builders Association, and we use the Mac for monthly newsletter. We have an advertisement section where subcontractors and builders can advertise. We do all the layouts on the Macintosh. We use it for real estate brochures, for accounting, for design work, for project scheduling. In fact, I would say the Mac is my project manager. You know, I couldn't imagine doing payroll without that computer. We know exactly how many hours each man spent on different phases as we moved through that job. Before I had a Mac, I tried working with an MS-DOS and just was not happy with that kind of environment because I just had to remember how to use the machine. Every time I sat down on the machine, I had to retrain myself. When I talk to architects or engineers or other professionals in my business, or the question of incompatibility arises, and I just feel there is no such thing as incompatibility. I can take an MS-DOS disk, insert it into my Dana file, and translate it over into the Macintosh environment. MLS is a multiple listing service that's available to all the brokers in the Lakes region. As a real estate broker, my wife Leslie can access those listings directly through the Macintosh. She'll put together an analysis that she'll take off the MLS computer showing what's sold in that price range and be able to import the information from the MLS into professional documents without having to shuffle through paper and retype information.
Another really nice feature of the Macintosh that we find really handy, particularly in working with buyers, and it's very impressive, is the amortization schedule that we can pull up instantaneously on the computer. That shows people what their monthly payments are going to be based on a certain percentage rate, and it will tell them what they can afford to take out as a mortgage. So it's a really handy tool.
I believe that without the Macintosh, with the recession that we're in New England, I wouldn't have the ability to be on top of the profit and loss statement the way I am now. I have to stay in business. There are some people out there who are bidding jobs at below cost. I believe that they're doing that honestly, but I can't bid a job at below cost. I want to stay in business, and with the Macintosh, I have that ability. The Macintosh is my estimator, my design assistant, my project manager, my accountant, my document producer. It's my silent partner.
For our final story, we're going to visit a law firm. The 12 lawyers at Johnson and Montgomery are new Macintosh users, but they haven't been slow to put the machine to use. Within just a few weeks, Macintosh has transformed the way they manage communication and information.
The thing that attracted me about the sport of triathlon was, just like the practice of law, you get the opportunity to excel in a lot of different areas in 3 sports rather than just one event. We looked for computers that could do a lot of different things rather than just one thing. And the Macintosh was a natural answer to that question. It's a computer that a user who has basic knowledge can do a lot of different things with once you learn how to turn the machine on. The Apple dealer that we have worked with came in, did an evaluation of all the things that we wanted to be able to do with a computer. The support's been tremendous. We managed to get the entire office wired for our network on one Saturday. There were 3 guys that came in, wired across 3 floors, just worked real well for us. I'll have to say, over some skepticism, on Friday afternoon we had no network, and on Monday morning it was up and running. Sid Johnson is one of the founding partners of the firm. For the past 6 years, he's been serving as the DeKalb County attorney. The jury verdict, we feel, which has already been overturned in that case.
In this office, which is 6 or 8 miles removed from my firm office, I conduct the county attorney's business. We found it was impossible to get in touch with each other by telephone. So with the Macs and quick mail, we were able to carry on 2 levels of conversation, one by telephone and one by computer. I find that the Mac has given me a more comprehensive ability, a deeper reach into the documents without having to pull documents themselves. We can reach into the deposition looking for particular subject matters without having to sit down and read page by page. We look at everything in terms of production. A law firm is in many ways just like any other business. Well, we produce paper and we produce the results from paper instead of tin cans and widgets. And the ability to move from one piece of paper, one document to another, to pull documents together, to compare documents quickly and easily and comprehensively aids us in that production in ways that we have not been able to experience before.
It's very difficult for any firm, much less a medium-sized firm like ours, to maintain a library that's going to have all the information that you might possibly need. One of the things we've done on the Mac is to make that available on every lawyer's desk, so that now virtually any legal writings are available for research right there on your desktop. You're able to be a lot more creative in how you present things and how you make arguments. We can use graphics programs to prepare trial presentations and displays. Westlaw is the database that we use. We're now able to cut and paste and edit in the same way that you would any other Mac interface. And so we can go to a case, pull a quote or a paragraph out, copy it, and paste it directly into a brief. It's really been remarkable.
Among your duties as an employee,
In trial, you've got to be able to see the information and get to it quickly. It may be necessary to locate a point of law or a point of evidence at any time during a trial from a large database that's been developed during the several years in which a case is being prepared for trial. Macintosh gives you the opportunity to do that. Being in the courtroom is a lot like being in a race. It is a competition, and the guys at the other table are your competition. One of the things we have focused on all the way through our evaluation on the Mac is that when you go to court, you're going to do battle. And when we go to do battle, we want to smoke them.
Now that you've seen how some companies are using Macintosh computers to improve the way they do business, we'd like to show you examples of how powerful Macintosh business programs can help you develop and manage your business better.
with the pictures, with the graphics, I know what to do, I know what to say, I know how to get where I'm going.
From the beginning, the Macintosh graphical user interface was designed specifically to work the way you work. That goes back to Apple's fundamental design premise that a personal computer should be personal. In addition, all Macintosh programs are designed to work in the same consistent, intuitive way. So once you've learned one, you have a good idea how all the others work too.